Here's an effortless way to use AI to make over $10,000 a month. Step number 1, go to ChatGPT and ask it to write you a children's book that rhymes about a boy named Jag who is learning about the American flag. The AI will do the writing for us. Step number 2, we're gonna head on over to Midjourney, where you can use this AI tool to illustrate the book for free with a cartoon image of a boy with an American flag. Finally, we'll upload the book to Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing. And if we sell 1,000 copies a month at $10 each, we'll be making over $120,000 a year. Follow to learn more about AI side hustles.
It's a very powerful rule. I learned this when I was a financial planner and it changed my life. Take 72 and divide it by an interest rate that you get. And that's how long it will take for your money to double. Let's say I invest $1,000 and I get a 15% interest rate. So I would take 72 divided by 15, 4.8. Every 4.8 years, my money will double. I'm 36 years old. My $1,000 that I invest today, if I can consistently achieve a 15% ROI on that over the course of the next 35 years, it'll double 7 times. It'll be worth $128,000. This is why wealthy people become wealthy. This is why wealth passes generations, because the wealthy understand the ability to wait and be patient with their money to allow it to double, 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 double.
Do you want to be the first millionaire in your family? Here are my 3 best tips to help you achieve it. Number 1, start investing early and often. And don't listen to the fake gurus that tell you need 20 to 50 grand to get started. That's just bullshit. Find a way to save $50 to $100 a week starting out and let compounding do the rest. And number 2, you have to change your mindset. When you get money, rather than thinking about what can I buy, think about how can I invest it. And number 3, swap out 3 time sucks, you know what they are, and use that time to learn 2 new skill sets. If you do this for 3 to 6 months, you can easily add 2 more income streams and you'll be on your way. All right, so we have the plan. Let's go.
I'll guarantee you this, 95% of you listening to me right now do not do a unique written budget every month unique to that month. Almost no one does. Those that do, however, find all kinds of money that's being lost.
This is how you become financially free. It's not Amazon, it's not e-commerce, it's not drop shipping, it's not multi-family real estate, it's not becoming a social media influencer. This is exactly how I stopped worrying about money and began doing whatever I wanted to do when I wanted to do it. So if you want to become financially free, number 1, you need to be making some kind of income, either from a job or a business. Number 2, you need a bank account. Inside that bank account, you have a checking and a savings. You need to keep your monthly expenses in your checking and $2,000 in your savings. From there, you need a credit card. Get a cash back credit card with a credit limit of exactly what your monthly expenses are, the same number as what's in your checking. Then you need a high yield savings account. You're going to keep 6 to 12 months of your expenses in this account. Then once you get there, stop saving, because then you're going to take the rest of that money, open up an investment account like a Roth IRA, and invest up to $500 per month there. And then lastly, get you some life insurance. You're going to need about 10 times your income in life insurance. Then once you figure out how to automate that entire thing, that's going to be your quickest path to financial freedom. Like and follow for more.
Here's a stupid easy way you can make up to $1,500 per week. First, you're going to go to bird.co, scroll all the way to the bottom and click Fleet Manager. As you can see, there are no upfront costs and you can get paid up to $1,500 per week. You just need to store the birds and make sure you're charging them regularly. You want to learn my favorite way to make money online? Give me a follow and check out the link in my profile.
If you're going to have and run a business, if you don't understand accounting, you're already behind the 8 ball.
Can't you hire a guy that knows how to run
But then
accounting?
they still have to communicate to you. There's people that don't understand the concept of, the difference between profits and cash. Your accountant might tell you you're profitable, but your cash is going down.
I stopped getting my nails done, so here is what I'm doing with the extra money and time. Typically when I get my nails done, it's about $65 for the nails, $35 for the feet. That's about $100 plus 20% tip is $120 every time you go. Let's also talk about the time that you're spending. I'm valuing my time at about $500 an hour. That's about $1,500 per 2 weeks of getting your nails done because it takes about 3 hours. So with that loss of time, that's about $32.40 a month. So I take a portion of that and I invest it into Acorns, which is just an app that I use. Do this in addition to working with a financial advisor, but you can see that I have an investing account and an early investing account for my son. If you're just putting $150 a week into this account, the hypothetical investment projection by the time I'm 70 years old is $1.373 million. What's crazy about this is the return. So you have $324,000 invested and the return is $1 million. Of course, it's a nice luxury to have your nails done, but it is nice to take a break and invest that money for financial security. Follow for more investing tips.
Hi, I'm Erin, I'm 23. Here's exactly how much I bring home in a paycheck on a $67K salary for my 9-to-5 job. I get paid on the 15th and 30th of every month and my gross pay is $2,773. My deductions per paycheck include $25 between healthcare, vision, dental, and insurance. I contribute $305 per paycheck to my 401k, which is 10% of my salary, and then my employer matches 8%. I also contribute $100 per month into my HSA. My taxes per paycheck are $520, bringing my net pay after taxes and deductions $1,822.
I'm 19. What would you do if you had $100K and you wanted to invest that and turn that into $1 million?
By when?
25.
You want to make $900,000 in 6 years on an investment?
Well, just a question.
I'm not angry. I'm just truly wondering. So what's the actual goal there of like, I want to have $1 million by 26?
So right now, I work for a company where I sell roofs through insurance companies, and I make pretty decently. I was wondering how can I start at my own type of situation, or that I can invest in other things and gain passive income from those with assets.
So this idea of passive income is actually a myth. It's so much harder than it looks, and almost nobody can actually achieve it. And so do you actually have $100,000?
I have about $30K right now.
Okay. And is that all the money to your name?
Liquid, yeah.
Do you have any debt?
No.
You are crushing it, my man. 19 years old with 30 grand, no debt. This is a great starting point. How much of that would you call a 6-month emergency fund? If you added what 1 month of expenses are times 6.
Yeah. That would probably be like 2-3K. I don't really spend much.
Okay. So let's call it 20K is your fully funded emergency fund. You've got 10K to play around with. And then do you have any investing options through your employer currently?
No. No, I don't.
Okay. So you're on your own for investing.
Yeah.
So the first place I would go is open a Roth IRA, and I would fully fund that. That's going to be about $6,500.
Okay.
So you could do that. And the end goal is start investing 15% of your income, because we still have other things we've got to do with our life. We got to go on vacation. We got to upgrade the car. You want to be a homeowner one day?
Yeah, of course. No, I'm looking at that next year.
So then we got to save up a down payment. So we can't do everything all at once. And so I love 15% as a starting point, because it allows us to focus on other goals, like saving up that down payment. So I love the goal of I want to be a millionaire one day. But the idea that I'm going to turn 100,000 into $1 million 6 years from now, that tells me you're more likely to lose it than you are to gain anything.
Yeah.
Because most of the strategies involved to turn money that quickly involve a lot of risk.
If you want to save $5,000 in 100 days, then this is the video for you. What you'll need is a notebook, envelopes, a pen, preferably 2 different colors. So I start off by numbering my notebook 1 through 100, as well as the envelopes 1 through 100. This is the easy way to keep track of what you have saved so far. So I'm already halfway through the process, and this is what I have saved so far. Just going to place them all out and go back through my list and check off the ones that I have already saved. If you're anything like me, I'm a visual person, and I like to see the progress that I have done so far. Also, it's an easy way to add it up and keep track and see how much you have left to go. So this is everything that I have saved so far. So I'm going to add up all the missing ones, and that came out to a total of $2,188 that I still need to save. Subtract that from $5,000, and my current savings is now at $2,812. Happy savings, and follow me for more tips and tricks.
He says, if you really want to be rich, take a class on real estate. And I said, why is that? He says, I didn't know at the time, but once you understand real estate is based on debt. And he says, you will learn how to use debt as money, because that's what happened in 71. The US dollar became debt. So once you learn how to use debt as money, you can never say, I can't afford it. You see, because the banks will give you, so the banks, after the crash of 2008, the banks gave me $300 million tax-free to buy real estate that the idiots had lost.
Poor people's problems is their habits. When I was broke, and if it was $50 in my bank account, all I knew what to do with the $50 was what? To spend it. If I had $500, guys, let's go out. It's on me. I had such a poor, broke mentality with money. Until that changed, nothing was going to change. So rather than trying to help these folks with the money you send to them that they don't know what to do with it, first thing we got to do is teach them about how money works. But nobody wants to teach people how money works.
What's your net worth?
About $200,000.
What's your best personal finance hack?
Don't spend too much time figuring out how to save pennies. It's more productive to learn how to make more money. That's one of the traps. Like, don't spend too much time browsing slick deals and like trying to find like $50 off. Just try to make $10,000 more dollars.